Hey guys, I'm here to get into Citizen Kane, which is directed by Orson Welles, released in the year 1941. And I gotta say, this just completely holds up in every single moment and frame from start to finish. That conveying a raw sense of youthful enthusiasm, which really reminds me a lot of how Martin Scorsese directs. I feel like Orson Welles really foreshadowed in that sense. It's like just the fast-paced, kind of energetic sort of rush of just a groundbreaking screenplay around groundbreaking characterization. And this actually is just plain old decades ahead of its time, and it's a very timeless kind of character study about an ambitious person who ultimately gets entirely too haunted by his own past. The movie cinematography is just groundbreaking from start to finish, and the screenplay is just, it has a suspense value about it from start to finish that really holds up. Very mysterious and just very entertaining from start to finish, as it essentially foreshadows all kinds of filmmaking just up to this day, really. I mean, it really is like Wells is right on to the foundation of like Bong Joon-ho, Hirokazu Koreeda. It just looks right into just a really original sort of depiction of a character. He just has a lot of mystique value upon others, and then you kind of see like just the strength and ultimate like strength and weakness amongst. Well, it's just a very complete kind of picture from start to finish. And it has a lot of just timeless moments. Often it gets disturbing, often just very raw. But he's kind of like a self-centered kind of person who just kind of ultimately loses himself. And this is just, yeah, one of the best depictions I've ever seen from start to finish. Simply, I think Wells has a very timeless way of just conveying how he sees something very beautiful in all this. Like it's kind of like a very surreal kind of way of looking at it. By way of just the cinematography, just the surrounding of everything. It just feels very much like a timeless essence of beauty is conveyed in the madness. And yeah, this just holds up. It's just, yeah, it remains my favorite Wells project because he's made some masterpieces in filmography. And he kind of was like a kind of looking at a lot of just like refinement in a lot of ways. He kind of like feels like he kind of put something enormous into this, and it kind of like watched this like something of a spirit. It like had moments in creativity where he could perfectly express that, such as like touch of evil in the trial. Um, and this is just it's just extraordinarily fun to revisit this from start to finish. There's so many rewatchable moments, and it's just yeah, it just feels like it's just it's powerful in a youthful exuberance kind of sense. I would say just there's a unique kind of excitement value just in its pacing, and just the entire rhythm of the project. Um, it just feels like Orson Welles just uniquely is conveying this from the heart, uh, conveying just a perfect display of this close-up loss of innocence, you could say. And it feels human to this day how Wells gets there. It's such a timeless kind of foundation. Um, yeah, this is just a wonderful sense of project of pacing, and it's simply a timeless project from start to finish, and how it expresses everything.